All right, class, as I promised you, I would do a quick video of my binder so that you could make sure that you have all the correct papers in the correct order. So here we go. This is your table of contents. And I know in the first class I did not get to tell you this, but scratch out these places where I have scratched out because these are the notes that you should have copied into on your own during class. If you were absent that day or you just did not get them copied or you lost your notes, then you may want to pause the video during that part and get copied down whatever you need to, or either just go to class jump and pull it up and copy it down as well. But I do not want you to print off whatever I have scanned on the notes. You should have it written your own. Okay, this is the sheet that you received today in class, which is your table of contents. Your binder should be set up in this exact order. So first you have your quick reminders handout, which is this sheet right here, which is a copy that was just given to you. And that's the back of it. The next thing is your star review packet, and it should already be graded at this point. The next thing is your probability notes, which looks like this. And there's the back side of your probability notes. Next on the list is your Unit 17 and 18 introduction and homework handout, which is the one that looks like this. And that's the part that we did together in class. You were supposed to have finished the rest. And that's the back side, which is the part, shows the part we did together in class. The next thing on the list is the probability handouts for the Unit 17 and 18 guided practice and independent practice. So there should be 2 pages together for this one. Okay, the next thing on the list excuse me, is your notes for using formulas. So you had a front side as well as a back side. Okay, then you had your composite figures and you're using circular formulas notes. So both of those were copies that were already made and given to you. So this is the circle one, front and back. And there's your composite figures notes that was given to you. Okay, the next thing should be your 3D figures warm-up. You should not have this sheet. Your paper should be where you actually did all of these things. So if you did not do that warm-up, then you need to follow all the steps here. These are the 5 shapes that it wants you to do. Next on the list is your Unit 23 handout, which is over volume. So this is what the paper looks like. There's the front. There's the back. I passed these back to you in class today. Okay, the next thing is the Unit 24 handout, which was passed back to you in class today as well, if you turned it in. So there's the front. There's the back. And the next thing is the Unit 25 handout, which is your composite figures. Here's your front, and there's the back. Okay, next on the list is your similar figures notes, which looks like this. Okay, and then you had the handout like this, where we did these parts that are already filled in class together. And then you were supposed to have completed this page right here for warm-up when you came into class one day. So here's your front side. And there's the back side. Then you have the similar figures worksheet or handout that you should have completed. So there's your front side. There's your back side. Next on the list is your, oh goodness, lost my place, is your equations and inequalities notes. So there's the front and then the back side. After that, you should have your Unit 29 intro and homework page. Sorry, I'm a little out of order. Which is actually this page. And this is what we did together in class. So we basically did pretty much most of the front side together in class. And you were supposed to finish this back side for homework. Okay, the next thing on the list is your set 53 and 54 handout, which is what we did together in class today. So there's the front side. We did that problem together. Then you have your back side, and we did this problem together. Okay, after that, you should have your ratios, rates, and percents notes. Here's your front side, and there's your back side. After these notes, you should have the warm-up for ratios, rates, and percents. You did not get this copy because you were supposed to copy the problems on your paper, and we went over the answers to the two problems in class together. Okay, after that, you should have your Unit 6 intro and homework handout, which looks like this. And these were the problems where I set them up for you in class, and all you had to do was finish solving them. And then you should have finished. Leave this back side for homework. Okay, next you should have your linear equations notes, which was a handout that was copied and given to you. It's just one side. Next, you should have your 7.7a and 4a independent practice worksheet that looks like this. So there's your front, there's your back. Next, you should have your Meet the In-Laws and your Meet the Parents papers that we did in class. Okay, next is your Unit 3 handout, which looks like this. There's the back side. After the Unit 3 handout should be your Unit 19 handout, which looks like this. And then there's the back side. And then you should have your Unit 5 handout, which you received today in class. And we did this part together, and you were supposed to finish the rest. So you should basically have 3 handouts that pretty much look like the one that you got today in class. Okay, next is your integer operations notes, which looks like this. Then you should have your integers pop quiz, which should be already filled in and graded. Handed back to you today in class. Then you should have your Unit 2 intro handout, which I will tell you if you are in pretty much all of my classes, if you turn this one in, it may not have been given back to you, except for my very last class, which is period 7 and 8. You got everything back today. Next, you have this page, which is your Unit 2 guided practice sheet. This is the one that I did for you in class. So this whole entire thing, front and back, should be totally filled in because I did it for you in class. The one after this is your Unit 2 independent practice handout. And this is the one that you should have done on your own and completed. And the last things on the list, let's get that, are your Bosky and Whisker activity, which was passed back to you last week. It should be graded. Then you have this page that has these sheets along with it, which are your star practice pages over dot plots and box plots. So that was all one grade. It was passed back to you last week. And then you should have just gotten this back today. And it should be graded. This is your Unit 16 and 32 packets. So these are all the things that should be in your binder. They should all be completed at this time for you to receive your full 100 credit. Again, if you need to see anything else, then please go to ClassJump.com and review any notes that you may have missed, as well as, goodness, now let me see that, as well as print any of the pages that you are missing from your binder. All right, see you Monday.